Good morning, everybody. As always, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a few. My name is Rich. I'm the channel host, and normally here we're talking about drones and building our small drone businesses. This morning I'm doing a little public service announcement because of something that happened to me yesterday. And I realized, in looking around on YouTube, that sometimes this topic isn't addressed. Now, as drone pilots, we know all about safety and the Part 107 and the things that we should and should not be doing. So, as pilots, as responsible drone pilots, we've got a list of emergencies that could pop up, maybe a flyaway, maybe a drone dropping out of the sky, and what we're supposed to do about it when we're supposed to contact the FAA, etc. Now, as you can see on screen here, here I am out at a recent site that we worked on. I've got my high vis vest on, I've got my helmet on, so doing all the things that I should be doing, right? Well, I've been a little lax lately in paying attention to my surroundings sometimes. Yesterday, we were doing a job for a client. It was not drone work. We were actually visiting home sites, and they wanted some video showcasing some of these home sites as they were sharing the sites with other realtors. So it was a realtors meeting with realtors kind of thing. We went between multiple homes, and the group that we were following with was in a cool little bus, and we were just capturing some video of them looking at each of the homes. Now, going in and out of homes, nothing to be aware of, nothing to be worried about, right? I'm just going to minimize this one. No, not true. And this is where I've become lax. So I check my surroundings regularly to make sure there's no obstructions, nothing dangerous, no glass sticking out of the ground or, rusty tools sitting out in the desert. But one thing that I forgot, well, I didn't forget, but one thing that I haven't paid as close attention to is insects in the area. So I do have a severe allergy to bee stings, and I've got some other severe allergies. While I'm out on sites, I am always carrying Epi Pens with me, keep them in the vehicle as well. And then we also have a first aid kit. Now, this is something that I haven't seen on a lot of videos regarding drone flight, drone operation, and building your small drone businesses, is you have to also be prepared for other eventualities that have nothing to do with the drone work and have to do where you have to do with where you're located and what's around you. And so yesterday I screwed up. We pulled in behind the bus of realtors who had headed in. We started making our way into the home. We were in the center of the driveway, but apparently something before us or someone before us disturbed a nest of yellow jackets. So let me pull this one up here. And so these little buggers. So as I was walking toward the house, nowhere near the bushes, in the driveway, I felt the first sting. And then I noticed that a bunch of them were flying around pretty darned angry. So got back into the vehicle, yelled to Jody. We pulled out the chewable Benadryl. We pulled out the epinephrine kits. And while you might not have bee sting allergies or anything, there are other things out there. In the case of Arizona, we have to worry about rattlesnakes. Javelina have been known to chase people. I've been chased by javelina. And so there are other things. We're outdoors a lot during the day. So there are other things that we need to keep in mind and be aware of. So I always, in the Nissan Titan, have this particular medical pack. I've got another medical pack in a backpack. If you were to come upon us and look in the vehicle or look in my cases, you'd find two different sets of Epi, multiple sets of chewable Benadryl, and then my standard first aid kits for other things that come up as well. So I just wanted to remind drone pilots to be aware of your location, what's around you, and what the other hazards are that have nothing to do with your drone flight. Because in the end, if you have a medical emergency, that can become an issue for your drone flight, making sure the drone comes back, lands appropriately, and that you've got yourself out of the air while you're dealing with whatever the other medical emergency is. Now, Not everyone's going to have the type of allergies that I have, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have some kind of first aid kit with you for your own safety. And if you do have pre-existing medical conditions, making sure that you've got spare medication with you for whatever your issues might be. So this is just a quick PSA to remind everybody, you know, when we're out in the field, there's more going on than just what's happening with our drone work. And in the end, we all want to be safe. We want to have a good flight. We want to do a great job for our clients. And we want to make sure that all members of our team are set up for any type of emergency. The moment I got hit yesterday with the bee sting, I yelled back to Jody, who was just exiting the vehicle, told her that there was a swarm of them, made it back into the vehicle. And fortunately, I didn't have a bunch of stings yesterday, just had that one first starter, but that was enough to make a really bad end to the day. All right, everybody, fly safe, be aware of your surroundings, and have a great time doing your drone work. We'll see you again here real soon.